Camera set. Ready. Action.
Acting on the big screen is something Katarina Ziervogel says she never pictured for herself growing up. Ziervogel has been passionate about writing and telling stories since she was in middle school, and just like her character in Marvel's Echo, she said she's always felt strong in both her Indigenous and deaf cultures. Now she's an advocate for increasing representation for groups that don't get enough.
Part of the problem with when I was growing up, there were a lot of barriers, so I didn't have that strong sense of self. Like, for example, my mom, who was a 60 scoop survivor, that was what I was seeing growing up, versus Taloa, my character in Echo. She has this strong sense of identity of her Indigenous culture and who she is.
That representation is important to Katarina and something she wished she had more of growing up. Although it's just the start, she's happy about seeing more of it, including having one of her castmates fit into the same category as her.
I would say there was a little bit of deaf representation, a little bit of Indigenous representation, but never within the same character. Not until Hawkeye, when that came out, when Alaqua Cox was like the first deaf Indigenous, person who represented both of those. And she spearheaded that.
When I asked her how she sees the future, she felt hopeful the ball is moving in the right direction and hopes that Echo perpetuates more stories like hers to be told.
I'm hoping that there's more opportunities that are opening up for people, more access, more open-mindedness, just people willing to bring in deaf Indigenous writers, cast, crew, more stories that are brought to the mainstream. Because we are here and we're ready to tell our stories.
Katarina says she is open to more acting opportunities and encourages people from all walks of life to follow their passions, like acting, even if they feel like they'll never make it on the big screen. For now, Ziervogel has a few writing projects in the works, honing her craft of telling stories that are important to her and increasing representation for both deaf and Indigenous communities. Marissa Turton, Global News.